Hello, welcome to Wrexham AFC on YouTube, our live stream. Team news for you from Wrexham AFC versus Fylde. My name's Ollie Williams. I'm joined by a new member of the media team, Tom Crofts. Hi Tom, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We've got the team news in for you today. Last game of the season, of course. Wrexham will line up like this. Just the one change, Akil Wright coming in for Jack McCreth. Full team: Chris Dunn, James Jennings, Manny Smith, the skipper Sean Pearson, Sam Wedgbury, Scott Quigley, Paul Rutherford, Marcus Kelly, Kevin Roberts, Scott Bowden, and that man Akil Wright. On the bench, Christian Dibble, David Raven, Jack McCreth, Nicky Devedix and Simon Ainge. And our opponents today, AFC Fylde, who could book themselves a place in the playoffs. So could Wrexham, but we've talked about that a little bit later on. They start with Jay Lynch, Lewis Montrose, Zane Francis Angol, Jordan Tunnicliffe, Andy Bond, James Hardy, the captain and ex-Wrexham man Sam Finley, Danny Rowe, Simon Grand, Johnny Smith, of course, another ex-Wrexham man, and Luke Burke. On the bench is Jack Muldoon, Jason Taylor, Matt Blinkhorn, Henry Jones and Jake Lawler. Tom, one change to the Wrexham side, right in for McCreth. What are your thoughts on that?
Obviously Jack had a good game recently, but to be honest, obviously with the danger that Fylde pose, especially Danny Rowe and Sam Finley cutting through, and obviously it's going to be we're going to have to be more solid defensively, obviously after the last couple of performances conceding. So really, it's a positive change. Akil Wright's a very good player. Obviously he's been injured for a lot of the season, but to be honest, a very positive change, I think. Obviously McCreth can do a lot of danger coming off the bench as well.
Absolutely. It looks like we'll be lining up with Kelly out wide left, Rutherford on the right hand side with Wright and Wedgbury in the middle. Some have been a bit critical of not having two out and out wingers, but Marcus Kelly has played sort of a versatile role of moving in from the left, out on the left and then in to the middle quite a lot this season, so it looks like he'll be out there once more.
Yeah, to be honest, Kelly's he plays quite a free role, to be honest, and I think that's what he needs. He needs a licence to roam because he's a very, very good person on the ball, can distribute play very well, and to be honest, when he has a lot of free time on the ball, we tend to punish teams, so hopefully Fylde can pick him up and kind of overload the middle. But to be honest, obviously Ruthers on the other side is a quality winger, whips balls in, most assists for us this season, and to be honest, it looks like we've got a lot of danger from both sides, so hopefully they can be firing all top guns today. Yeah,
it's a big game. Realistically, the playoffs are not really possible for us. We need about, I think, 5 results, including our own, to go our way. That's one method. Another method is we have to win 6-0. We've not scored more than 4 goals in a game this season. That was against Torquay United as well, have been relegated. It's not looking good in that respect, but AFC Fylde are well in the mix. They're in the playoffs. They know if they get a result today, they are into those games come the end of the season. They've got real danger in their side. You've touched on Danny Rowe, second top goal scorer this season, banged in over 40 or I think over 50 goals last season for Fylde in the Conference North. Yeah. He is a player who we really have to be careful of. Yeah, he's danger man, basically. Him and Johnny Smith link up very well together, to be honest. And Danny Rowe's been knocking him in for about 4 seasons, in the same vein, really. Yep. And it's kind of shouldn't be too surprising the way he is. I'm surprised that any of the league clubs haven't snapped him up. Yeah. So Fylde are going to be wanting to absolutely get as much points as possible. Obviously, the position in the playoffs dictates if you play home. Yep. So they're going to want home advantage. They play very, very well at home. They've stuck so many past Macclesfield, Tranmere, for example. To be honest, Danny Rowe has got to be watching with extreme caution. But to be honest, there's 3 other players there that can all punish us as well. So you obviously don't want to put all your focus on him, because then we leave ourselves open. It's an interesting one. I'm not sure if you remember this. When we played Fylde twice, of course, this season. We've lost 1-0 in the FA Cup and 2-0 in the league. Both games coming within 10 days in October. Yeah. Neither of those games did Wrexham have Sean Pearson on the pitch. And sometimes when you've got a player like Rowe, you've got to focus on him, and we maybe didn't have the physicality when Ollie March was playing. He's a young player, he's learning all the time. There was only 2 games he played this season, and it was a bit of a baptism of fire for him. So Sean Pearson coming into the side, they won't have had to deal with him yet this season.
No, mega experience from Sean Pearson, obviously the skipper.
Yeah.
Very cultured defender. He knows what he's doing, and to be honest, he has played up against extremely good strikers in the past and kept them at bay. So for him, having him back with Manny, to be honest, they will know the danger of Danny Rowe and they'll know how to stop him. It's just executing that on the pitch, to be honest.
We know all about Johnny Smith as well, youth team player at Wrexham, moved on from the side eventually for a fee. He's come on loan to Fylde and been absolutely superb this season. He's got pace, he's got power, he's able to certainly put the ball top corner from distance as well. So you'd think if he's going to be playing out on the left-hand side, Kevin Roberts is going to have to deal with him today, and it may be youth against the experienced fullback this afternoon. Yeah,
to be honest, Kevin's he's dealt with wingers like him in the past. Obviously, Johnny Smith's coming from us, and we rated him highly. Obviously, we sold him to a lot higher league. It was Barnsley, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes.
Or Bristol City, one of the two. Mine forgets me. But to be honest, Kevin Roberts is a very good defender. He knows. He's not one that likes to bomb forward too much.
Yep.
He likes to be like an old-fashioned right back, basically. And I think him and Johnny Smith will have a good tussle today. And hopefully Kevin Roberts comes out the better of the two of them.
Obviously, disappointing season in terms of where we're going to be finishing now, more than likely. So today's not only a bit about pride, about giving back to the supporters who've been absolutely sensational all season, but a few of these players are going to be playing for their futures now, aren't they? You've got the likes of, looking at this list now, I think Paul Rutherford, Marcus Kelly, Scott Bowden in the starting 11, who are all out of contract. I think Chris Dunn as well, and then on the bench you've got the likes of Jack McCrath as well, who will be looking at putting in good performance and giving some food for thoughts for who our new manager is going to be, who will be coming in the summer.
Yeah, obviously the new manager who does take over will be looking at all the past games and how they performed. And to be honest, even if the person may not be here today, they're gonna know that they're on video. So it's kind of obvious. And to be honest, even if they don't get a new contract here at Wrexham, they still want to tap themselves out to other teams. And to be honest, if you have a last game of the season, bad last game of the season, it kind of leaves a sour taste in some fans' minds. And obviously they're going to think, get rid, even though they may have had a good season. So
they'll be speaking to Wadley Davis and Carl Darlington as well, I'm sure, the new manager, and taking their thoughts on board. Exactly.
And obviously with them two, they've got a wealth of knowledge, and they're going to be analysing every player critically. So hopefully there's a few good performances here today. Absolutely.
A couple of comments on our YouTube as well here. Josh Williams says, come on you Reds, all you have to do is beat them 6-0 and hope everyone else loses. Not too much to ask. Absolutely not, Josh. Christopher Cox also said we need a win today. I think it's going to be 3-2. It's a difficult one. We've spoken in depth about this side, but it's the final outcome that matters for both these sides. Listen, there could be a miracle. Wrexham get that win and other results go for them. I know I may be clutching at straws a little bit there. AFC Fylde, though, they know they've got a job to do. And my thought is that these Wrexham players, will not want another side doing what they've wanted to do and not done this season on their own patch today. I think that might spur them on a little bit.
Yeah. Spoil the party, to be honest. Obviously, for us, it's a very much a long shot. And to be honest, they shouldn't be focusing on that. They should be focusing on just a very good last performance and actually looking to get the win. That really, for us, I think you want to end the season on a high. Obviously, we've had recently not the best of form. So to be honest, they want to put it right, at least for the last game of the season, for the fans who come week in, week out.
Absolutely. So, last game of the season. It's been a long one. It's been full of ups and downs. But if you can't make it to the racecourse this afternoon, then you know what to do. Live commentary on Calon FM from... It's not 3 o'clock kickoff. It's not a 3 o'clock kickoff. It will be from 12 o'clock on Calon FM, or quarter past 12 on Calon FM. It's one of those games, half 12 kickoff, eh? Don't know where you are, do you? Yeah, it's quarter past 12 for Calon FM commentary. You can also keep up to date with our live streams on YouTube, both pre and post match, Twitter as well, and Facebook, all the social media channels, and there will be plenty of interviews and insights after the game. But from Tom and myself, thanks for watching.